but Christ crucified contradicts what the living Christ said.
What do you mean? How?
All right, for one, he said he came only for the lost house of the Jews. But then when Paul said that for Jesus to preach the gospel to the whole world, so I don't understand.
Yeah, but you gotta understand that that word world, when you go into the Greek, is cosmos, which is referring onto the nation of Israel. Not everybody in existence, but really is referring onto the nation of Israel. Because the nation of Israel can be considered a world of their own. When you go into the Greek, right, because you understand the scriptures originally weren't written in English. They were written in Hebrew, then you have Greek and you have Latin and all that. So there are certain parts in the New Testament, which later on, which were translated into Greek before English. The word there for world, there's 3 different Greek words that you'll see in there for the word world. And sometimes they'll use one, sometimes they'll use the other. But I'm gonna tell you the 3. You have eon in the Greek, which means an age or a time period. You have oikomene, which means everything in existence. And you have cosmos, which means a particular arrangement, all right? Meaning it's separating, it's talking about a specific group, right? When you go into that precept that talks about the world, is referring onto that particular arrangement, that group, that specific people, which is Israel. Because the scriptures tell you throughout that the Lord has been dealing with the whole world. And it might sound like a contradiction where he says, I'm only for the lost sheep of the house of Israel, but then I'm here to save the world. But when you understand that that world isn't everybody in existence, oikomene, but it's cosmos talking about Israelites, it makes sense.
Just like today, we might say the sports world or the music world. You know, that world is that world. It's a section of that. That's what the scripture's talking about. Yeah, section of sports.
Like if your mom was to tell you, oh, you are my world, she doesn't mean that you're everything that exists, but she's using that as a euphemism or a way of saying that you mean everything to her. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's saying right there.
All right. So when I pray.